back-to-back games now where the Leafs get the stupid point. However, this one didn't get a chance to go to a shootout. Leafs lose 3-2 in overtime to the Florida Panthers. And man, they outplayed the Panthers all game long. The only reason they lose, Roberto Luongo and a couple posts. Just like in the Tampa game, you hit a ton of posts. Puck wouldn't roll your way against Tampa. Today you hit a couple more posts. Couldn't bury anything on Luongo. 2 goals on 38 shots. McElhinney 3 goals on 30 shots. He made some 10-bell saves, but it just was not enough as the Leafs fall, like I said, in overtime. Now, things didn't start out great at all for the Leafs. They didn't have a very good first period. Yes, we outshot them 13-9, but the quality of chances were there, and they scored in the power play to start it. Alexander Barkov, 1-0 midway through the first. Second period gets underway, and not even 2 minutes in, Jonathan Huberdeau, nice little move nice little move around Curtis McElhinney, and it's 2-0. And the Leafs, for some reason, they found a way to really, I don't know what it is. Is it just me, or is the Florida Panthers always like a pesky team the Leafs always have trouble against? However, they have beat Washington and Pittsburgh over the last little bit, so that's fine. They're playing good hockey right now. But the Leafs come back. Puck bouncing all over the place, finds a way to get on Dom Moore's stick. He rips it in the back of the net. 6th of the year. Komarov and Kapanen grab assists. Leafs back in the game. It's 2-1. 10 minutes later, Nylander rushing in. He's on a breakaway. I don't know how the heck he knew Zach Hyman was behind him. Nice little silky backhand pass to Zach Hyman, who buries it in the wide open net as Luongo goes all over Nylander. But Hyman's coming in and gets his 12th of the year. Like I said, Nylander grabs assists. We are tied at 2s. Leafs all over the place in the third period. 15 shots. Tons of quality chances. Again, hit a couple posts. Kadri in the dying seconds rings it off the iron, of course. We go to overtime. Leafs get some quality chances. Curtis McElhinney bails them out once. Can't bail them out a second time. Why? Because, and on this overtime play, the Leafs didn't use their head. How did Jared McCann get the breakaway? All 3 Leafs went to the puck. The puck was loose, but Jared McCann was clearly going to get it. I don't know who. I know Kadri was out there. I don't know who the defenseman was that was out there. Both guys kind of floated towards the puck as McCann grabs it. They're starting to turn around, but at this point, he's coming full speed. He's blowing right by, goes right by them. Kadri tries to catch him. It's too late. He rips it, I think it was blocker side, on Curtis McElhinney, and they win the game. It's the way it is. In the last 2 games, the Leafs have grabbed 2 points out of a possible 4. Boston, they won today. So our lead has dropped now to 1 measly point. So that point we got against Tampa yesterday, gonzo. And now you're only a point ahead of the Bruins where they have 5 games in hand. It's killing me. But you got to move on from it. But Curtis McElhinney didn't have a great start. He made a lot of big saves when he had to. I got to give him that. Especially that one in overtime. Is it just me, or did that save he made in overtime looked exactly like the save against Pittsburgh, against Sidney Crosby in game 81 last season? Gorgeous save, but Leafs couldn't get the win. That's really all that matters. And they couldn't bury their chances. You're missing Austin Matthews. That's a big hole. We've seen that. We know. But we don't need to rush him back. You want him healthy 100% for the playoffs. And that's what matters. Sucky part is, you don't play again until Saturday. That's in the state. I think it's, no, I wouldn't say this is the Stadium Series against the Washington Capitals. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a great game to cover. They play. What time is that on Saturday night? 8 p.m. puck drop there. So just giving you guys the heads up about that. It's probably going to be Freddie and Braden Holtby in net there. But like I said, today's Tuesday. We don't play till Saturday. Kind of saw this coming with all the games in hand the Leafs had. So if you're looking at games in hand and what we can see moving forward. Well, tomorrow, Tampa Bay plays, and that's it. They play Buffalo in Tampa. I don't need to say anything else. Thursday, Pittsburgh plays Boston. So we could get some help from them. Tampa plays again. So that could be... do they have 2 games in hand? Yes, so both those games are going to be made up with the Buffalo game, and then they play Dallas in Dallas. So those games are going to be made up. And then I'm looking for Boston again, nothing there. And then they play Saturday. So they still only make up the one game before we play Saturday night against Washington. And I'm looking to see if they play as well on Saturday. They play Montreal in Boston, so that should be a cakewalk for them. But, I mean, the Leafs got to do their job. They have not the last 2 days. Yesterday was a tough one. You got into the shootout, and it was pretty much over because of the stupid shootout. Today, you just couldn't find a way to beat Bobby Lou. That guy has been a stellar goalie for years. We all know that with Vancouver, with Florida, all that kind of stuff. He's been a terrific goalie. No matter how old that guy is, he is unbelievable. And the Leafs found that out today because they couldn't bury anything on him. 2 goals. But, I mean, you know what I mean. They had a really tough time burying goals on Roberto Luongo. And it's a game that you got to say, you know what? Credits to the goalie. He played a great game. We got to try and find a way to forget about these last couple games. It was a back-to-back situation, but I'm not saying any of that because McElhinney won his last 4 starts. Well, when does he play? Exactly. Back-to-back situation. So the Leafs have done fine in back-to-backs lately. They should have won this game. They did not. You got to move on. Like we always say, playoffs is what really matters with this team. We're 0-2 with Thomas Plekanec. But they're not in regulation, so we're getting points out of it. That's totally fine. Now we're going ahead to the Washington game, right? Nobody plays. I don't think Washington plays the day before. No, so both teams are going to be rested, and the Leafs get some time off that they need. They played a lot of games. They played a lot more games than just about any other team. They need some time off to regroup after these 2 tough losses. Come out in the Stadium Series against Washington and come out flying. And get the victory against the Capitals, all right? They're first place in their division. Are they still first in their division? They are, barely, but they're first in their division still. A team that you could possibly face down the road in the playoffs. You never know, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys are frustrated right now. Hit that like button. I do appreciate that because I am. I also thank you guys for all your constructive criticism, all your nice comments about the podcast. We hope to continue to do that. Every single Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully we'll get it uploaded to you guys earlier. Had some troubles today, but we figured it out. We know what the problem is, so we'll be able to get it out to you guys, no problem, earlier next week, all right? So thank you guys for that. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. What did you think of the game? What went wrong? Was it just Bobby Lou was on fire? Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys. It will be Monday, Jays edition. We'll be recapping the week's games and all that kind of stuff, breaking down all that. Jays lose 9-8 to the Yankees today, but I mean, again, it was your late inning relievers that blew it in this one. 2 guys that won't be on your team this year, so there's that again. We'll talk to you guys Raptors edition tomorrow as they're taking on, oh my goodness. I was going to say Memphis, but I know I'm wrong. It is the Orlando Magic down in Orlando. That's why I forgot, because it's just Orlando. They've won 18 games this season. 7 p.m. tip-off in Orlando. Raptors look to get back-to-back wins after that beautiful win against the Pistons. And as for the Leafs, like we've told you guys, we'll talk to you guys Saturday against the Washington Capitals in the I think it's an outdoor game. I really haven't had much coverage about it. It's been kind of weird. But it's going to be fun at Navy Marine Corps Memorable Stadium. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice to get outdoors once again and face the team that kicked you out in the first round of the playoffs last year. All right, so we'll talk to you guys then, hoping to get back in the win column. This team needs a win to get their juices flowing again. We'll talk to you guys then.